Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. It's Thursday. It is raining heavily. I don't know where all this rain is coming from, really, or where it's going to go. I know it's where it's going to go. It's going to go in my house. My house leaks like a sieve. Is that the best I could think of? But it is leaking like a sieve. Anyway, folks, I'm here now in our wonderful Ustream studios. And don't forget, you can now join up Ustream. All you people that's watching here, go online to ustream.com and sign up for your free 7-day trial. You have no commitment to carry on afterwards, but we hope you do. There's tons and tons of content. For instance, on our platform, there are, I think, about 398 episodes of me talking bullshit like this. Oh, I don't know how I get away with it. Anyway, we've also got a lovely shop, and this is quite good. We ordered these by mistake. Well, she did downstairs, Debbie. So I wanted a load of hardback books that we could sell at 20 quid a time. And so all these little paperbacks turned up that we sell at 10 quid a time, I think. So if you have a look on the shop, and there's also some fantastic little squirrel jokes. You, for those of you who watch Sunday Night Live, you will love it. Okay, so take a chance and get your 7-day trial. A new program starts on Sunday called Im and Her, which is me and Vicky Nash, who's a journalist. And we don't see eye to eye on a number of things, and so we have an argument on Sundays, and it's basically live. We do it, I bugger off to the pub, and then the boys in the creche edit it, and it gets stuck on. So good. What we're going to talk about today? Well, it seems I was in the news today. I was in the Daily Mail for getting divorced from Michelle. And of course they couldn't wait to have a dig. Jim, 70, finds love with new girlfriend called Natasha. 23 years his junior. It does sound a lot, doesn't it, really? But as I say, I couldn't go out with a girl my own age. I'll be picking her tits up off her slippers all the time. It's ridiculous. You know, come on. What's the matter with her? Anyway, I don't really look 70, do I? I certainly don't act it. I'm so childish. Well, I did wet the bed last night. I suppose that goes for something. So I'm in the newspaper today, in the Mail, talking about how the marriage all went wrong. And well, it's not a kiss and tell. It's just a thing that we split up and we're still friends. And how I wouldn't go back and see my dogs because I miss them so much, and I don't think it'll help me or them, quite frankly. And we talked about a new dog called Luna. In the Mail, they called Luna a male in the Mail. But she's a girl. She's a red fox Labrador. I think that's what they're called, a red fox Labrador. And she's very nice, apart from spewing up in the pub the other evening. But apart from that, it's fine. Just like her new step-grandfather. This is so ridiculous. You know, living your life in the newspapers, it's ridiculous. I couldn't be any happier, actually. Moving on, this year's going to be a lot better than that shitty last year, I can tell you that. And the new girl's great. And, you know, of course I'm punching above my weight, but why not? Why not indeed? I deserve it. It's time to look after gym time. And guess where she's taking me? In a couple of weeks' time, only to Milan, that's all, to see my favourite band. Now, well, my favourite band is Emerson, Lake and Palmer, as you know, but this band are called PFM. And what does that mean? PFM, Premiata Forneria Marconi. You must look them up. They're a prog rock band. I think their combined ages is 723, and they're playing in Milan. And no one's ever wanted to come with me before, but now Natasha's taking me there to Milan for 3 days. And I'll be back to tell you all about it. I've got some tickets. I've got backstage passes as well. I hope I don't cry. I'm going to be like a little boy. You know, like them girls that screamed at the Beatles. She loves you. Ah, Paul, I want to give you one. Okay, right. Let's get back to what we're going to speak about today. Of course, it's divorce. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, so Michelle and I got divorced 2 days ago. I've got the divorce certificate here. If anyone wants to make a bid for it, you can have it for £1 million and we'll both sign it. But don't worry, you can also get the first option on the next divorce from I don't expect the next divorce anyway, because I'm not getting married again. No. Someone said, why get married again, Jim? All you need to do is to find someone who hates you and buy her a house. Well, that's a bit much. And coincidentally, as after this divorce is gone through, I see the headlines today in the paper is that the government are saying that menopausal women should be looked after a little better in the workplace. So let's talk about what that means. The menopausal women, so if a woman starts menstruating when she's about, I don't know, 13, 14, and that means the ovaries do a dangly motion through them down the fallopian and all dangle around the snatch piece and for it. And they wait for the tadpole that be protruding most from the testi up the core and do a spurtage and all dribble it down past the tonsil odor and do a swimmy motion in the stomach in the womb and fertilise the egg and phallop it. So if that egg doesn't get phalloped, right, out comes the claret, basically. It's the lining of the womb. And then, anyway, it's far too complex. All I know is that when women become menopausal, and I'm speaking from some experience here, they start to go a bit funny. And they can't help it because all this stuff's going into their bloodstream. They're basically having, toxic shock every 20 minutes. And they do go a bit daft and they get a bit angry and they get the hot sweats. I tell you, when I was at home with a menopausal woman, I won't tell you which one it is, but it doesn't take a lot to fucking guess, does it? Seriously, to put air conditioning fans on the bed, it was freezing. Me and the fucking dog, honestly, I used to look at my dog in the night and he looked like a polar bear. There was so much ice on him where she was trying to keep herself cool. And I had to go to bed dressed like Jack Hawkins from The Cruel Sea. If you don't know, look it up on images. And it was so cold in that bedroom, I had a wee one night. I had to snap it off and throw it away. And one morning I woke up and there's a block of ice stuck to my arse. And I put it on the radiator and 20 minutes later it went... Enough of Frank Carson's act, let's move on. No, so here's what's happening, right? So now this is the Equality and Human Rights Commission have said that menopausal women should be treated as if they're disabled. And you think, well, hang on a minute. Is that right? It means that they should have spaces in the workplace. They should have time off if they're menopausal. They should be allowed to wear baggy clothes, and you should have fans and lower the temperature in the place because of women. And now Maria Frost, some bird who runs the menopausal thing, says it's wrong to cause the menopause, treat the menopause as a disability, and I tend to agree. It's a natural thing that happens, so it can be disabling. So I think if you really are ill and whatever, and you speak to your boss, and he's a decent boss, you can say, look, I'm not feeling really, really good. Can I work from home today? Or do you mind if I come in a little bit later? Or it's 120 degrees in this office and I'm sweating like a paedophile on a school bus. Do you mind if I go home and cool down a bit? And a good boss will say yes. But you're going to get people take advantage of it. Oh, I'm menopausal and you've got to let me have 3 weeks off to go on holiday in Tenerife. Otherwise, I'm going to take you to the disability tribunal. It's not going to work like that. So this girl, Maria Ristoff, is saying it shouldn't be treated as a disability, just a part of life that should be looked at. I mean, where do you draw the line, though? Poor women. I mean, when it comes to being employed, I think rules like this get in the way, don't they? I mean, women work just as hard as men. We've just taken a girl on here. What's her name?
Abby.
Abby. We've taken Abby on. Yes, and one day, hopefully, she'll turn into Downton Abbey. That's the best joke I could think of at this time of the morning. I'm really sorry about that. Please don't cancel your subscription. Just move on and forgive me. After all, I am of a menopausal age. No, I'm post-menopausal now. So what do men have? They have womenopausals. Right, so here we go. So could someone say, a girl, look, I'm menstruating, so I need to go home. So once a month for a week, I'm disabled. Is that what's going to come next? You're going to have the I'm on, so I'm off law. I think it's a little bit much. And what about transvestment men? Can they claim it as well to say, look, I'm sort of menopausal age, I want to go home? I just think it doesn't need to be classed as disabled, but there should be steps taken in the workplace to provide help for these poor women that are going through something that they can't help. And I think, and men need training, especially me. I was a bugger at home. I just couldn't get it. What's all that about, menopause? But you grow up, and so I've had the dress run, and I'm ready for the next bout of it, I suppose, really. Okay, so, folks, I'll see you on YouTube on next Monday, because we're going to be doing these now Mondays and Thursdays instead of Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I hope you like it on this little bit on YouTube. Press subscribe. I understand if you don't want to join Ustream. I get it. Some people find it difficult to find £3.99 a month. to sign up to the best streaming channel ever. I get it. I'm not personally offended. I love you all, you tight fuckers. Our hilarious channel has exciting news for comedy lovers. Sign up now to watch classic shows from Chubby Brown, Jeff Rowe, Freddie Starr, Mike Osmond, Bobby Davro, Mick Miller, and me, Jim Davidson. £4.79 a month, or sign up for a year and get 2 months free on us. Visit ustream.com or download our app. You will love it.